Hey everyone, this is Macro, and today we're playing SCUM again. I was a little bit busy in between episodes. As you can see here, our little little um, house has come along quite nicely, I would say. I talked about these strange constructions I have to use here, to kind of extend the foundations upwards to, kind of level that floor right here in the last episode, right? And I think I also corrected one of these, let's say, irregular kind of stairs in there, right? But yeah, as you can see here, I couldn't avoid those overall, since at this point I wasn't able to place a foundation down there because it was, overlapping. So I had to place it halfway. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing I like to show you guys real quick is, as you can see here, I was able to place walls on top of those foundations, no problem. That is why you can place walls on foundations, right? But, as you can see here, this is just the floor. And the foundation is down below, right? So what I have to do here, or let's say the other way around, what I cannot do here is, let me show you real quick. If I grab a full wall, yes, I cannot place it right next to that one, right? Because I cannot place it on, kind of a plain floor, let's say. So what we have to do here is the following. We have to, at least for this piece here, right? We have to use these half walls, put them down here to kind of, let me just put it right there, to kind of have the foundation for another wall that we can stack on top of it, right? So then we can place a wall right next to it. So, and same goes for every other foundation that is coming along this way, right? So for the next one, we have to use a full wall to kind of... What? Unable to place, can't reach? Ah, the game is so crazy. You see on the left-hand side, you can see that the game complains that I can't reach this wall from here, and therefore I cannot place it, right? And if you wonder why, because I'm pretty close, right? Should be able to place it. It's because this shed is in the way. Look at this. As soon as I have kind of clear sight to it, I'm able to place it. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Yeah, so what this means is that we have to, place walls all around it. Actually, I wanted to leave that kind of open to be able to run underneath it or something like this. But, I mean, what I'm kind of wondering right now is... we only have this one. What I was wondering about, let me show you real quick. Let's remove this one. What I can do is just use this support frame, right? Instead of a wall. And this should also support a wall on top of it then. So we could use this and, still kind of leave that open, right? And generally, I would actually prefer to close that up with walls. If it wasn't that, kind of a weird shape, right? So because of this, I would rather leave it open, I guess. I mean, except for those, halfway foundations where we have to use a half wall, and there are no half support frames, right? So yeah, would need them here as well, right? And we cannot, yeah, obviously you cannot place them kind of glitching into the foundation, right? So you have to place a half wall here then, like this. Well, I don't know yet. Let's see how that turns out. Um, yeah, but the outer walls here are not my main priority at the moment. Let me just give you a quick tour what I've done. As you can see, I have built 3 of those sheds, and every shed is used for something, yeah, different. As you can see, this one is for logs only. So we are able to, or I am able actually to kind of haul a few logs, so that you guys aren't bored to death while watching me doing that. So we have some material available in the next episode, and I can just start building right away, right? And there's another one for planks, which should be empty. Oh no, not quite. Yeah, which I also could, fill with planks, especially with those bundles of planks, which are a little bit more space efficient, right? So, yeah. And this one is, that's kind of, it says sticks, I know. It's kind of everything else, right? Those branches and also the actual sticks that you chop out of those branches, kind of, right? Okay, that's this. And we also have a well, right? So that we at least have a little bit of water supply up here and don't have to run down to the river for every little sip of water that we might need. And I also placed some walls and door frames here and a little staircase here, right? Little stairs. So what I'm planning to do for this house, as of right now at least, is this is the main entrance, obviously. I'm not really sure if I want to have kind of entries on the side, like maybe here with some kind of stairs down there. I don't know yet. We see when we get there. So this is the main entrance, right? And then I thought, how about having kind of a hallway here, right? So this would be the hallway and the actual rooms where I don't know what I'm going to do with those rooms yet. But, having them right now is better than needing them right now. Later. Okay, so, this room right here on the left-hand side of the main hallway, or don't call it main hallway if it's the only hallway that's ever going to be there, right? Will be kind of our workshop and I guess also storage for everything, let's say crafting related, like, scrap metal, bolts and nails, and maybe even stuff like feathers and lead plates, gunpowder, this kind of stuff. Basically all the stuff that you need lots of and that you need very frequently, I guess. So what I've put down is this improvised workbench right here, which at least I thought that would be an exact replacement for those, drill presses and all this kind of stuff that you find in those garages, right? So that we are able to craft ourselves some bolts and nails right here in our base from scrap metal. So that's this. And I also placed this storage shelf for, I don't know, some of the materials I just listed, right? I guess it will be scrap metal, bolts and nails. I mean, I don't know even if that's not too big of a container for only this, maybe I will store some other stuff in there as well. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Yeah, and I kind of leveled the floor up to this end of the house. And this should actually be the end. So the overall dimensions, I think, was like 6 times 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Yeah, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6? No, 5. Good. Yeah, so I'm sorry. 30 squares kind of overall, right? Which should be plenty of room. And nobody prevents us from, stacking multiple stories on top of each other. We'll see. As of right now, my main priority would be actually to kind of, what was this, 6? Yeah, maybe. I'm just thinking about it as we go. Maybe do it like this, right? And make this room 2 times 6 and the other one here as well, I guess. Or maybe just leave that one open. I don't know. Yeah, and just finish this room here, right? So that we can kind of operate from this new base. Yeah, that would be my main priority. But I will, as I did all the other stuff as well, I will do most of it in between episodes. So you guys don't have to watch all of it, right? All right, now one thing I wanted to mention about this this workbench here, right? So, as you might know, all the other things, these drill presses and so on, they also have a condition indicator on them, right? It always says 100%. And I kind of hoped that it would be the same for this one. So, you can just craft bolts and nails as much as you like, and it doesn't affect this workbench at all. But unfortunately, it does. And it does it pretty heavily, I would say. As far as I remember, it's like 1 or 2% per crafted nail or bolt. So yeah, it goes down pretty quickly. You can repair it though, using a simple toolbox, right? But I don't know if that's the way to go, actually. So I decided just to use it kind of in like an emergency situation, right? Where I don't want to go somewhere or where I cannot go somewhere because I don't know, it's night and I'm kind of afraid, I guess, of puppets. Yeah, so I would actually haul kind of a supply, a big supply of nails and bolts and store them in here. So we don't have to use that thing for a very long time. Maybe we should also use it primarily for crafting ammunition, right? Yeah, that may be the way to go because, crafting nails and bolts is pretty easy because you only need, scrap metal, right? Only one single resource, and you can easily put together a whole chest of scrap metal, right? For instance, if we go to the scrapyard, over here, and which is actually what I'm gonna do next, I think. But I come to this in a second. Yeah, you can easily haul a lot of scrap metal and then go somewhere, where you have an actual drill press or something like this. And yeah, craft yourself a lot of bolts then and then bring them home. But for ammunition, it's a little bit more complicated because you need more than one component for them, right? Let me show you real quick. For instance, use the .22. You see, you need scrap metal, of course. Yeah, but you also need gunpowder. You need these lead plates, and you need a toolbox as well. And if you wanted to do that somewhere else, not in your base, you would have to bring all of that stuff over there, right? And actually, to me at least, that sounds a little bit annoying. So I guess, like I already said, that's the way to go. I think just use this for ammunition crafting, and always keep some toolboxes in storage. That you can directly repair it after that right away. That might be a good idea. Yeah. So that's that, I guess. So the next thing is you can see that, almost all of this house is still, tier 1 building pieces, so twig material. I started upgrading at this point, just to give you guys, kind of a reminder or kind of a summary what materials we will need next. Because even though it's completely unnecessary in single player, to upgrade your stuff or to put locks in your doors and chests and stuff, I want to do it anyway. So, and I want to upgrade it to the maximum. And I'm basically talking the whole thing here. I'm just hesitating a bit because I'm kind of wondering if I want to have this, nice wooden floor here everywhere. I'm not sure. Yeah. So what I kind of prepared here is an overview of the materials we're going to need for the first 2 upgrades. So this one here is the first upgrade. So from twig to wood, right? So what we need is, planks, and then again logs, of course, ropes, and some kind of sharp tool, obviously. Hello. Yeah. So nothing too fancy, right? Still basically the same stuff that we need for building the twig stuff, except for the branches. They are kind of replaced by the planks, right? So, and I already upgraded this one to planks and prepared the 3rd upgrade then. Can I see it? Kind of. Game. Oh my God. There you go. So the next one would be the metal foundation, right? And as you can see, we already need, scrap metal and bolts or nails. No? Is it only bolts? Okay. Let me just double check. Oh no, I cannot double check, right? I cannot look it up here. Yeah, all right. But since it doesn't scroll through them, I guess it's only bolts then. Yeah, and we also need a toolbox already and some blunt tool. Blunt tools, no problem. Bolts and scrap, also no problem. We just have to do a little haul, as I just explained, right? Yeah, but toolboxes, I mean, we kind of still have some, of the bigger toolboxes, not the improvised one that we can craft ourselves left. Oh, do we actually? I think this is actually the only one we have left, at least here at this base. Let me just check this chest real quick. Oh no, there's another one. Let's move that over there. So, all right, but that's also only 44 charges left, right? And how many charges does it use? 7 per. And maybe a bit less for the walls and floors and stuff, right? Because the foundations are usually the most expensive ones. Yeah. And I wanted to show you this because this is what I'm gonna haul next. And I'm gonna probably do that off camera. Well, I'm not 100% sure. Because, obviously I'm gonna go here again to the scrapyard. Because where else would you get metal scrap in these large amounts, right? And yeah, we've already been there, so yeah, maybe I would just I would just record it, and if anything interesting happens there, maybe we die again, stuff like that. Then I'm gonna put it into an episode, and if not, then just throw it in the bin, I guess. How are we doing water-wise? Really bad, actually. So let's drink all of this, I guess. Yeah. So I'm still not sure if I want to keep that as wood foundations. Maybe the whole kind of interior area here. I like the idea of having wooden floors in here, right? Huh. And by the way, there's even more to come, right? Metal is not the end. And I'm not too sure. I mean, I'm not too sure what comes after that. I have a rough idea. I know that there will be concrete and brick. Is that all? I'm not sure. Maybe something in between even. I'm not really sure. I have kind of seen all of it in one video or another. but I kind of try to look to not look that thoroughly, right? Which sounds kind of crazy, but yeah, just to not spoil myself right there. Let me just refill that water bottle real quick if I can reach the water. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at this! I can fill the bottle from here with with my cursor, kind of with aiming at the water, but I cannot do it via right click here. So yeah, I don't care. Then do it this way. All right. We have to poop very soon. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that was kind of the rundown I wanted to give you guys, so you know what's coming next and what I'm gonna do, in between episodes. Let's do one more thing for now. And this will be to check this area, if I can make it here. Thank you. All right. Kind of check this area up there, because I don't know if I actually explored that, these little houses over there, and maybe even garages. And maybe, if we're very, very lucky, there is one of those drill presses or something similar. That would be great. So we would have one, very close by then. We don't have to go to the nearest town or anything like that. That would be great. But I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, right? Do we have here? It's just a rock, okay. Let's see. All right. A regular little shed. Oh yeah, there's a Wolfswagen over there. And wasn't it one with an engine? No, it wasn't. Okay. That's all right. We still didn't remove the lights. I mean, there's not really a need for it, right? But and that's just a regular house here, right? So there is a kitchen, though. Look at us finding pans, frying pans for ourselves here. yeah, regular house with a kitchen, but obviously not some kind of, workbench. So that's a bit of a bummer, but, I didn't expect it, let's say. So that's okay. All right. So I'm gonna run ourselves back down to the base. Get a little bit of a view. Not that much, I guess, because these buildings here are kind of in the way. Yeah, but All right. So there actually, let's just do one more thing and check both of these garages and check whether there's actually, what's this? A fishing rod. Yes, sir. Give me that. Let's check this one if it already has a reel on it or something. No, of course not. No, that's all right. That's all right. I mean, if the game places those real lights right in front of us, right, it would be rude to not take them. So just take them. Put them in our kind of, trader chest. Wire, yes, why not? And yeah, sell them. So, okay, this garage doesn't have any kind of workbench. And actually, I think I also checked this side, which isn't a garage at all, right? Yeah, it was just this small kind of, I don't know, more like a farming shed. No, I don't know what's the word for it, but you guys know what I mean, right? Okay, so yeah, no chance for any workbench right here. But that's okay. That's okay. But 2 cars, right? A Volkswagen over there and a Leica down there, of course. And I think the Leica was the one with the engine in it. Yeah, it was. Let's just push that thing forward a little bit just to, as always, prevent it from despawning, I'm sorry. Okay. So I guess I'm kind of stretching the episode here a little bit. But okay, let's end at least this part right here. It won't be the end of the episode, but I will continue off camera, as I said, kind of preparing everything for you guys. So maybe we will continue upgrading everything, or maybe just some of it, so you guys saw that once, as a kind of an example, and that's then enough, I guess, and the rest I can do by myself. So you know what? Let's just make a decision and let's not upgrade this. Can I destroy foundation? No. You have to kind of. Yeah, cancel. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it looks like this. That's the wooden floor. I mean, you already saw that. Obviously, it's the same as we have in our previous base, right? And if this is actually your first episode, then I recommend watching the other episodes just to have an idea of what a wooden base looks like, right? Do I hear something? Hello, sir? Or madam? Sorry that I just assumed your gender. Or your sex. It depends on, Let's not get into that. By the way, talking about stretching the episode. While I was busy working on this base here, I actually heard a horse somewhere over there. So I never saw one. I saw chicken. I saw goats. I saw a wolf once, but I never saw a horse. So, yeah, I didn't mess with it because I was busy here and it was all dark and yeah, I thought it was not the right time at that moment. But maybe more horses will spawn around here, and maybe at some point we will able to, let's say, give it a little pet. A little pet. Whatever. Yeah, so I will make a little cut, I guess, and we'll meet each other. I can't really tell. Maybe in the evening. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to kind of get used to is check the time more regularly so that you guys have an idea what time of day it is. So it's short before 8 a.m. right now, right? I worked through the whole night kind of, and now I will use the day, the daylight to, basically haul all the scrap metal we hopefully ever gonna need to upgrade other stuff to the next one, the next tier, which is metal, right? And I guess we'll do the foundations. Foundations will be upgraded to maximum. So whatever this will be, bricks or concrete or whatever. Outer walls will be upgraded to the maximum. All of those kind of, scaffolding construction pieces here will be upgraded to the maximum. Or the inner walls, like, the one of the hallway. So these 4 walls here, kind of. I will only upgrade them to wood for now. And then we'll see how that looks and how we like that, And maybe if... And also we get a kind of a feeling for the outer walls then, right? How they look when they are upgraded to the maximum. So, yeah, we're going to decide then what we do. Maybe we will upgrade the inner walls as well. I don't know yet. We'll see. Okay, guys, so you should know the plan by now, and even more because I just can't seem to stop talking. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, I'm gonna cut us away, and see you again soon. So we're back, and another day has passed. Another day of hard work. As you can see, it's already nighttime again. In fact, let's check our clock real quick here. Yeah, 10:30 p.m. I'm trying to use the headlights of the car to make this whole thing a little brighter, so hopefully you guys can still see. What did I do? Let's give you a quick tour. As you can see, all the inner foundations here are upgraded to metal, right? So what I did was I went to the scrapyard and I hauled a whole chest of scrap, of scrap bolts and nails to be exact. Because I used the drill press over there to, craft some bolts and some nails right away, and kind of see what's left of that. It's a complete mess by now, but yeah, that's still left. And you can see there are only quite a few bolts left, right? Because we need bolts for these upgrades here, and we cannot use nails alternatively in this case. So that's one thing I did. The other thing I did is close off this wall, and yeah, not finished yet, but yeah, kind of closed off this wall as well. And as you can see, we have doors, one here and one on the other side, right? And a little staircase here. And this is because I thought, why not use the space underneath the floor, right? Up above, will be the floor of our house, for, you know, kind of a basement. I mean, sorry, we still have this kind of ugly little thing here, but it is what it is, right? We cannot really change it. So maybe now that I think about it, it may be even better to use full walls here to close that square in completely, so you cannot see it from the inside. I don't know. I guess I'll leave it like that. Yeah, so we have a little basement then. That's cool, I think. What I also did, yeah, more or less the last thing I did off camera is haul a whole lot of trees. You know, this one is full. I also turned a whole lot of other logs into planks, and I also bundled them again already. The stick thing here is full as well, as you can see. So I stopped hauling these guys from the trees I chopped down. Yeah, so I have a little bit of material left that I can put into the base. Yeah, then all the ropes I crafted are gone already. So that's basically the reason why I stopped here, right? Yeah. So crafting ropes again and kind of finishing these guys is probably the next thing I'm gonna do. What I also did is I applied the first upgrade, or I planted, let's say, to this guy over here, which we cannot see for some reason again. There it was. Okay, there it is. So that's the next thing after metal, right? And you can see we need, I think that's the bags right there. These are gravel and concrete, I think. Yeah. And then we also need, I guess, some kind of liquid. So I guess water will do. It's cycling through all available liquid containers, obviously. We can even use wine and soda and beer, whatever. Okay, but I guess water will be fine. We also need tools, toolboxes, right? And yeah, a blunt tool, that's no problem. And I also, since I also needed tools for these guys here, I also prepared some of some toolboxes here already, and I also found some on the scrapyard, which is really nice. And by the way, I discovered on the scrapyard, I discovered that, you know, there's the big scrap piles all around, and then there's one area where cars are kind of stacked up, right? And a whole, one whole, let's say, pile of stacked up cars is one single loot container, let's say, right? And the first one I searched through gave me, I don't know, 10 or 15 scrap and a lot of useful stuff. So also lead plates, for instance, this kind of stuff, right? Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little status update. I'm doing most of, I'm gonna do most of the work off camera. Moving on, so yeah. What was I gonna say? Ah, yeah. The whole thing about upgrading was that I wanted to upgrade the inner foundations here first, and also to the maximum already, because I kind of thought when we close this one up, right? Close this one off, rather, then we'll never gonna access them again, right? And so I have to finish them before I finish everything up there. Which kind of changes now that we declare this little thing here as our basement. So maybe we'll leave those upgrades here for now. Don't do them just yet, right? And upgrade everything to metal first. So focus on one thing. Let's cancel this. In fact, yeah. You know, otherwise I'm gonna spend hours, I guess, just to upgrade all this stuff and still have no, you know, no base, no house that I can work with. So yeah, I think that's the way to go, right? And you can still see up here, it's still twig stuff, twig floors and twig walls, right? Yeah, and that's mainly because I started upgrading down there. So I think that's all I have to tell you. I did a lot, but yeah, it was kind of the same stuff all the time, right? So not too much to talk about, I guess, but still a lot of work. Also, our vitamins and minerals and stuff looked really bad for some time. You see, we're still quite low on vitamin B4, B9, and D. Which is probably fine, I guess, but yeah, a few hours back, other values here looked also really bad. So I just ate one of the MRE packages, which was I think, a tuna salad. Yeah, and that pushed me back up quite a bit, I would say. Also, I heard more animal noises around. Another horse, right? And a goat, I think. But yeah, I was still not able to spot it, even though at least I think I followed the noise exactly, right? Exactly in that direction, you know. But still. All right, so I hope you could see well here. It's not too dark for you guys, right? And yeah, I guess I'm gonna end this episode actually right here already. And let's see how much work I'm gonna do off camera here before we start the next episode. And maybe we have already closed off the main area of our little home here, right? And maybe I, you know, have come up then with a purpose for every room that we're gonna build here. And yeah, I know it's probably too big, but you know, can a base really be too big? I don't think so. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for you today. And until next time, bye-bye.